Hi everyone, welcome back. I've got my this month's used to be called Faves and Fails, now changed to Currently Loving. I decided a little while ago, but I've been thinking about the way I was going to implement it, and last month I did Currently Loving and this month I'm doing that as well. And it's just because although it's still the Faves and Fails theme, I just don't want to feel pressured to give you a favourites video if there is nothing standing out. So most months there will be, and also everybody floods YouTube with their favourites at the end of the month or beginning of the following month, so it's not necessarily the best time to get that sort of video out because there's just so much of it about. So it's Currently Loving and it's bang on the normal time this month, but it doesn't mean it's going to be like that every month in future. Let's just pull you down a little bit, that's a bit better. So let's make a start. The first thing I'm going to tell you about, I'm actually a bit gutted about, and that's this nail polish here. It's by Rimmel and it's called Balmy Blue, and I've been loving it. I've just been wearing it all the time on my fingers and toes, and I love it so much that I recently took it on a night out with some girls because I ran out of time to do my second coat, so I thought I'll just do it at the table because we were having a meal as well and I knew they wouldn't mind. And yeah, it fell out of my bag and I've lost it, so gutted. This is a definite favourite. I even wrote it down on a list to be in the favourites, so Rimmel Balmy Blue, and yes, I will be goddamn replacing that as soon as possible. So that's the first favourite. The next favourite is a Yankee candle. So I've got two candle favourites. The first one that I've got burning is Yankee Candle Simply Home, which is like a smaller, not necessarily cheaper, but definitely smaller version of the usual Yankee candles. And it's called Savour the Season. I've got to be careful, obviously this one's lit. So you get 12 ounces in this product. It's about £8. I picked mine up from Wilko's, but apparently you can get them in Asda and Tesco as well, I've been told. So it's Savour the Season. This is the strongest scented candle I've ever had and ever tried. If you watched my Yankee candle haul recently, I spent way over £100 on their website on stuff. And although I haven't burned all of them, I have tried quite a few of them, and I still stand by the fact that this one has just blown me away. It's so strongly scented. If you don't like strong scented candles and you feel like you're going to get headaches from them, then that's not for you. If you want one that's going to fill a room like that, you're not going to have to wait for ages like you do with, for example, Christmas Cookie, which I love but takes ages to fill the room. This is the one for you if you want a strongly scented candle. The other one is Yankee Candle Candy Cane Lane, and I've got this one in the standard packaging. So this one is, I did ounces, so this one's 411 grams, it doesn't say how many ounces, and compared to 340 grams. So this is about £12 to £13 full price, and this, it was not what I expected it to be at all. I don't know what I was expecting when I ordered it. I mean, who orders Yankee candles online without smelling them first? This idiot. So it's like sweet but minty. So it's been years since I tried a candy cane. I completely forgot they even had mint in them, so I thought it was just going to be like a sweet scent, but it's sweet but minty. So refreshing, so lovely. I just thought that'd be great for the season, because I didn't, when I bought it, I didn't necessarily want to like start cracking out really Christmassy candles, but I wanted ones that were festive for the time of year, so I went with that. And I have now started burning Christmas Cookie, but for most of November, this one and this one have been what I've been currently loving. Do you like my segue? Currently loving. So let's move on to beauty. So the first thing I'm going to mention, and I never ever thought that I would be mentioning something like this in the favourites, is John Frieda Frizzy's Moisture Barrier Hairspray. Because I'm not a big hairspray fan, I get a bit paranoid with my curly hair that I might look like something from the 80s with a perm if I use hairspray. And I once had a horror story told to me by an uncle who dated a woman in the 80s, early 90s, and they were having a meal for a date, and her hair, her curly permed hairsprayed hair, caught fire from the candle in the middle of the table at the restaurant, and it just went phew, and it was on fire. I don't know if it was just winding me up, but it always made me paranoid. So I'm not really a hairspray girl, but I do suffer really bad with frizzy hairs and baby hairs flyaways. I've started to use this and I absolutely love it. It doesn't make it stiff and crispy, it gives it a little bit more flexibility. I couldn't comment if it brushes out or not because obviously I'm a curly girl, so I don't brush my hair between washes. But I really like this. It is good for keeping frizz at bay, so I assume then the moisture barrier thing is working. And I can actually go longer without having to wash my hair when I use this, which is what I'm looking for in a hair product. With the fact that it's now dyed red, you know, let's try and minimise washes wherever possible. The next favourite I'm going to mention, I think I may have had it in favourites before, so I'm sorry if I did, but I'm currently still loving, if so, the Revlon Quick Dry Top Coat. So I love this. I think I got 2 for £8 in like a special offer with Revlon, and I put them over nail polishes that I pay like £1 or £2 for, and it just transforms them into nail polishes that are performing as though you've paid more like £5 to £8 for them. So that might still be cheap for a lot of people, but I like a bargain, so I would definitely recommend that. Gives a nice shine, not the shiniest shine you've ever seen, but if you're a makeup lover, a nail varnish lover, then you'll know the shinier the polish, usually the more gloopy it becomes and the less of it you can actually use before it starts to become unusable, if that makes sense. This one is not going gloopy at all. It's still got a nice runny consistency, as you can see there. So I'll just show you, it's not gloopy in the slightest. It doesn't start going stringy. As you can see, it's got a nice still drop to it, and yet I've used a quarter of it approximately, so do excuse the fingers. I suffer with anxiety, and when it flares up I nibble my fingers, which is absolutely gross, but it's just me, sorry. So yeah, I really recommend that, and I really like it. Compared to Sally Hansen, it lasts maybe a day less than some of her top coats, just by comparison, but the difference being is Sally Hansen's really gloopy, I find, and that one doesn't seem to be at all. So the next favourite is, I don't know if you saw this coming if you watched my collab video with Deborah, but this is the e.l.f. moisturising lipstick in Rosy Go Round. I wasn't expecting the finish of this. It dries more like a matte, like a demi-matte finish. Doesn't smell of anything. I had this for months and hadn't used it. I bought 2 of them. I used the other one, which is more of a nude colour, and hadn't used this yet because this is my signature shade. So I already actually had quite a few lipsticks that were this shade, but so I hadn't tried this yet. But I'm really glad I did, because I whacked it out the other day and I was bowled over by it. I'm really surprised that the finish it gives and the lasting effect of it, considering it's moisturising. I would say it is moisturising. It's got like a waxy finish to it. I haven't tried it with a gloss or anything on top, so I couldn't comment on that, but I will say that I was able to get a nice line with it, semi-crisp line. I didn't wear any lip liner with it at all, and yet it didn't bleed, so I'm really impressed with it for that. And the colour's just that lovely sort of raspberry colour, and I don't know what it is about this particular colour, but I just think it looks particularly nice in the winter time. So yes, that is a favourite, or a currently loving as we're now calling it. The next thing I'm just going to go on to is a couple of lifestyle favourites. So firstly, I just want to give a massive shout out to Slimming World. I'm just showing you this season, November-December 2015's magazine, just something tangible to show you, but basically Slimming World helped me lose half a stone in about 2 to 3 weeks. Unfortunately, I went for a lot longer than that, and I was naughty and I didn't really stick to it, so I could have lost a lot more, and I have put quite a bit of that back on since I left Slimming World, because of the fact that I've been naughty again. But this, guys, you read up on it. You don't need to necessarily pay £5 a week, go to a group, or get the online subscription. This is a really easy to understand healthy eating plan that if you can get yourself to stick to it, actually works, and you're genuinely never hungry. The biggest, most successful video on my channel was a Herbalife review, which was a 10-day belly buster challenge. I'm not particularly proud of that because it's a beauty channel, and I was hoping my other videos would do better, but this one has been the one that's had the most views, and on my channel I think it's 44%, you know, of my channel's success really is on that video. And I would recommend Slimming World over Herbalife any day of the week. So if you feel like you need that nutritional education, try it. If you feel as though you've already got the nutritional education and you need the camaraderie and the motivation to stick to it, go to a class. I personally really am going to make a concerted effort to attempt to follow the Slimming World on my own from home and see how I get on. So far it's not going that great, but then it's the time of the year, you know, so I just wanted to give a big shout out to Slimming World, because if you can get your head around it and you can stick to it, it really does work. And as I say, it's quite refreshing to actually be on a diet that you're not going to feel hungry being on. And I guess it's slightly ironic, but my next favourite, I'm going to have to mention a treat. So in our house, me and my 3-year-old daughter have been, and my husband not so much, but me and my 3-year-old daughter have been absolutely loving hot chocolate. I've got her into it. I'm trying to be really good and not have it, you know, maybe have it once a week as a treat, but she's been having it after school, having half a mug of it, like basically that much after school, and she's absolutely loving it. So it's the one we've been liking is Cadbury Wispa Gold. Now I think it's just worth mentioning because I've tried a lot of hot chocolates in my life. You know, I'm 30, I've been tried a lot of hot chocolates, and I've never ever found one that I liked other than one that was an obscene amount of money from Hotel Chocolat, which is basically flaked ground chocolate. That instant chocolate is absolutely lovely, and we have been having it with the mini marshmallows. You can get these anywhere, but these are the pink and white ones, and I just get mine from Asda. And we've been having them as well with Asda's reduced fat, as if that's going to make any difference, real squirty cream. So I got the idea when I went to Scarlett, my daughter's bonfire night at her primary school, and they were serving hot chocolate for £1 or £1.50 or something with marshmallows and cream, and I thought, oh, I never thought to sort of do that. And then I tried it at home and was like, this is delicious. So yeah, that's got to be a favourite. Now I'm going to have to talk about these fails. I don't necessarily like negativity in my videos or in any other part of my life, but I'm going to have to mention these fails. If you watch my videos, you'll have seen I did a haul, and I was in love with this drinks container from Primark. It was £3.50, which is more expensive than their plastic ones, and it's just, look, so this has come out. This design inside is paper, so that's now wet and is going mouldy and manky. It's not working out. Unfortunately, I've lost the receipt, but I think since it's faulty I should be able to take it back and exchange it, though I doubt the next one will be any better, because to me I feel it's just the design. So it did keep my drinks sort of leak free when I put the lid on properly, and it did keep them warmer for longer than the plastic ones because it's metal, but it's a big fail. So I'm really disappointed with that, and it's such a shame because it's so pretty. But I'll try and exchange it, but I will not be repurchasing that style again. I'll just be sticking with my normal plastic ones that are cheaper and better. Next fail is a hair product, and it's Lee Stafford Argan Oil from Morocco Ultra Hydration Lotion. Now these are not cheap products at the drugstore. These are their products are hit around the £10 mark. I got them in 3 for 2 because I'm not paying £30 for 3 products from the drugstore for my hair. But this is apparently a moisture-rich leave-in hair lotion that transforms dry, dehydrated hair. It doesn't transform dry or dehydrated hair. The pumps the tiniest, let me just show you, weeniest amount out. Now for someone who has dry hair, what the hell is that going to do for you? I literally have to, so the packaging's a no for a start. I literally have to take the lid off and then bash it on my palm until enough product comes out. But the product itself smells nice, okay, not that beautiful, just fine, and it's thin and useless. So this feels like the consistency of something that I would expect to find at the pound shop. I'm not at all happy with it. It doesn't feel moisturising or luxurious. I've had to have loads of my hair chopped off recently, which I'm gutted about. I was trying to grow it really long, but because the ends are so bad, because it's just been so dry. So this has been not working out at all. I'm going to finish this off, but the amount that I actually need to use to have any effect means that I'm probably going to get through this in about 3 washes, even though it's half full. I don't recommend this. I didn't want to save it to the empties and go I won't be repurchasing, because it's not that I don't love it. I actually don't like it, so it needs to get what it deserves. Lee Stafford, this is crap, in my opinion. The last fail I'm going to mention is something that my husband has banned me from using in the house, and it's really what spurred me on to do the Yankee haul, was this Better Homes Vibrant Spring Morning Candle. Now, I bought this ages ago. It was in a haul ages ago, and I bought it for springtime, and I've been meaning to put it in a fail for about 2 months and kept forgetting. But I've got to mention this. Look how black that jar is. It says that I did a bit of research, and you should be able to burn these candles for 4 hours. I must admit I wasn't vigilant trimming the wick, but this is like a danger. I put it on overnight. You buy these from Home Bargains, by the way, not during the night. I put it on in the evening time, and I said to my husband, I might fall asleep, can you blow this out if I do? So he was keeping his eye on it. I fell asleep. It was on for the 4-hour mark. Maybe it was a bit longer, but basically my husband blew it out when he came to bed, and when we woke up in the morning, my nose was black, and I looked and there was patches near the candle on the ceiling and walls where it was white that were black. It'd gotten into drawers, and inside drawers, clinging to the side of white drawers, was black soot from this candle. The most frightening thing of all as well, which really, really upset and frightened me, was I have a 4-bedroom house, and my daughter was in a different room of the house, and her bedroom, her bedroom is next to mine, but it was still, I just don't know how it could have happened for such a small item. But she had black around her nostrils as well, which made me feel physically sick. So this, I decided I would only burn outside, and so it's being saved until the springtime to be burnt outside, because we're not going to be sitting outside in the cold weather on the decking. But this has been banned from the house. It was about $2 or $3.99. Didn't get a lot of scent from it to start with anyway, which is why I had to leave it on so long, or felt that I needed to. It smells a lot less strong when you burn it than it does when you smell it like that. So yeah, I would never ever trust this brand again, and that's Better Homes and Gardens candle. Just goes to show sometimes it's worth just spending a little bit more. And look how sooty the inside of that jar is. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this month's or this current video of currently loving. Please, as usual, do let me know in the comments what you've been currently loving. Thanks to everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!